Alright, Mavs Nation. We are live on your station. Shout out to the subs who always show love. Let's lock in. Alright, so today is gonna be an informational day. We're gonna be bringing you the stats over the last 6 games. Dallas Mavericks stats. We're gonna go over some team stats and we're gonna go over some of the player stats. And I'm pretty sure y'all are interested. And I got some stuff I want to check out. So first, let me get this up. Let me share it. So I can see the screen. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so these are the team stats. So over the last 6 games, yep. So over the last 6 games, these are all the stats for the team. So what we're going to be looking at minutes. Okay, Chicago Bulls, offensive rating. We're number 7. So Dallas Mavericks have an offensive rating of 119.8, which is currently the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th best offensive rating in the league. Let's go. Defense. All right, y'all. Y'all see it there. The proof is in the pudding. I made a video earlier saying PJ Washington is him. We was able to pull up some of those highlights, those defensive highlights. You know they only like to show the highlights when the people put the ball in the basket. But PJ got more than enough defensive highlights because he can't shoot. I'm just playing. He's not shooting well right now. Able to play defense universally, unilaterally. No matter the situation or circumstances, you can't take the defense away. The shot, things sometimes can be off on the shot. Elbow tweaking. He has Kyrie and Luka, at least consistent shooters, able to put up numbers by shooting those type of shots. Let me pull that back up.
The TV doesn't work.
So as you can see, we are number 1 in defensive rating. That means we locking these teams down at 102. Next one is the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Heat, the Suns. Okay, play the Suns coming up. Let's look at net rating. We're number 3 at 17.3%. On our offensive rating, we're number 7. Defensive rating, we are number 1. Yeah, I said it, Dallas Mavericks fans. We are number 1 in defensive rating. Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington can play defense. Daniel Gafford has an offensive game. He has a nice soft touch, has a few post moves in his bag, and he's definitely none to be taken lightly under the basket. I just need his short roll to improve. Seen him pass out of the paint, so he doesn't pass out. I need him to do it more, but number 1 in defensive rating. PJ Washington is a huge factor on this. I have another video that I'll be posting later on this evening, if not tomorrow, basically showing his defensive tenacity. The fact that he can get after the best player on the court or the biggest person on the court. PJ Washington is definitely an asset to the Dallas Mavericks, and we do appreciate him for his service, and we're glad he is able to return home to the area. I know the fans are excited. PJ, Daniel Gafford, having Lively back. Also, Kyrie and Luka. Luka can play defense, or he can shuffle those puppies. He can get to a spot, and if you run into him head on, you might fall down. We got a prime example of that. He ran into a tank. Kyrie Irving. They say Kyrie Irving cannot play defense. But the last time I checked, steals were a part of defense. Deflections are a part of defense. Kyrie has the most active hands that I have seen on a guard. The amount of dirt that's being thrown his way. Kyrie is not a liability on defense because he knows what you're gonna do. Great basketball minds find a way to figure it out. Defense, number one in the last 6 games. Dallas Mavericks. What's our net rating? We're number 3 with a 17.3 in net rating. How we doing in assists? Because we have been sharing the ball a little bit more lately. We 25 in assists. We might need to pick that number up. Let's see who's below us. The Philadelphia 76ers, the Houston Rockets, the Chicago Bulls, and the New York Knicks. Yeah, we need to improve this. I don't like that. Yeah, we need to improve this. We only have 4 teams behind us in assists. PJ, we need your help on this one. PJ, we need your help. We could be higher. We need you to make those threes, my boy. Assist to turnovers. Let's see how we doing. Probably high. 11. All right. Next we got assist ratio 14. A little better. Next we got to talk about our rebounding. Now we have struggled in rebounding. And yeah, we were a lot lower than what we are now. So this is improvement. Currently we're sitting at 21st in offensive rebounds, which is definitely a step up, and it will continue to improve once we get Lively back. So we'll have Gafford. Gafford was grabbing every rebound one game. I mean, he had all the rebounds for every game. He just has good, strong hands. If he touches it, most likely he's going to come down with it. I like that. I like that tenacity for him. I like the fact that he has that tenacity, just that grit, that hunger, that drive to go ahead and get that. Strong hands. He must be doing fingertip push-ups. Let's see how we looking at defensive rebounding. We're 13th in defensive rebounding. With us being 13th, that means we're cutting off possessions. That means the amount of shots that the other team gets to put up are slim to none outside of what they put up, because we'll be grabbing everything off the basket. That means we finally have people in the game that know how to box out. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought we would have be asking for NBA players that can box out? We got people who are boxing out, putting a body on a guy, putting a body on a body. Yeah, being there, using their wingspan, using their hands, not to pass the ball to the other team. As much as we love those Dwight Powell tip outs, we don't want to see them no more. We don't care who do it. It's trademark. Any tip out is a Dwight Powell tip out. It's just too much for me. Let's see how we looking at overall rebounding. We're 14th. Okay, that's good. Our efficiency. Okay, I'll give you the top 3. Okay, I'll give you the top 4 because we're number 4. We're at 59.5. Above us is the Cleveland Cavaliers at 59.9. Above them is the Indiana Pacers at 60.60. And then at the top, the East favorite, 61.4, the Boston Celtics. Pace. One thing the Dallas Mavericks have been heavily focused on this season is getting out and running. Running in transition, running. Anything you can get on, run it. Run it. Like, I think it was a song. They want you to run it. So, with the fact that we're able to now be higher on the defensive rebounding side, we're killing the opposing team's thunder. So if they put up a shot, then we get it off the rebound, we're out in transition. But we needed the right pieces. Now we have the right pieces, so we are able to run better. So our pace is only going to improve from here. So I'll read off a few pace leaders until I get to where the Dallas Mavericks are, and then we'll kind of shut it down from there. Let's see. This is going to be the last bit. Hang in there with me. Drop a comment below. I'm hype about that number one defensive rating. Dallas Mavs, we got number one defensive rating right here. Number one defensive rating at 102.5. 102.5 defensive rating. Number one, Dallas Mavericks, we got it. Now let's look at pace. So we played the Washington Wizards, and it looked rough. They're a great fast break or pace team. They're fast. They're running. They're running all the time. In the last 6 games, they're number one in pace. So Dallas Mavs, do not feel bad that we were in the position that we were once the trade happened and we played the Washington Wizards. They're doing some good things over there. They might have good coaching. They're running. They're number one in pace as of now in the last 6 games. Next is the Phoenix Suns, which we will have to play here shortly. So we got to be prepared to match that intensity. After that, we got the Golden State Warriors. And boy, have they been on a tear. Jonathan Kuminga finally starting to step out of his shell. Steph Curry. I mean, you saw it all on display in the 3-point contest last night. Steph Curry was in the kitchen cooking curry. Let's see, the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, it's Atlanta Hawks. The Utah Jazz. And number 6, the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, we running that pace. We gonna come up some more. Lock box. Mavs Nation. Signing off your station. Lockbox ENT. We out.